The 2.5 livestream aired a few days ago, and in it, MiHoYo confirmed that Yae Miko will be released, followed by a dual banner of Raiden Shogun and Kokomi. So who do I pull for, I hear you ask? That's what I will be trying to inform you about today. Stick around to the end of the video as I will be giving general tips for who is good for what kind of account. As always, take this video with a grain of salt. I try to cover both the pros and cons of all of the characters, but inevitably, I will miss something out and forget to mention it. If I do that, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, this video might cross over with a similar video I did about a month ago, but I believe this video contains slightly more up-to-date information, and I go more in depth into each character. Finally, this video is once again supposed to inform and entertain, not persuade, so you should ultimately pull for whoever you want, and whoever you like the most. Starting off with Yae Miko, we now know her basic kit and what she does. She seems to be an off-field electro damage dealer and a burst DPS. She could be a good battery, and her passive talent might be useful if you are building a lot of characters from the same area, though Shincho's and Eula's talents are probably better if you're focusing on one character. Her weaknesses aren't known yet, but if she is very similar to Fischl, free-to-plays like me might skip this banner if they already have a Fischl. If she is a good off-field electro DPS, she could replace Fischl in lots of other teams that use her, such as a Eula team or Sukokomon, except it would probably be called Sukoko Miko or Sumiko Koba. Next we have Raiden Shogun. She is the best battery for most characters. She can nuke, she has quite a large AoE, she's a very strong DPS, she can hit enemies in Venti's burst, she can be used as a sub DPS or a hyper carry, she can buff other characters' bursts, her passive saves Mora, which is good in the long run, she has very free to play teams and amazing Constellations, both of which I will talk about in a little bit. She also has a great artifact domain and a very free to play weapon. However, her damage at C0 isn't the best, and free to play Raidens I've seen seem to have a similar damage to my Kiching, though she has other utilities which increase her value. Hypercarry Raiden's damage is greatly boosted by C6 Kujosara and C2 or C3. She wants teams built around her, she cannot drive Beidou or Electro MC, and she may be slightly more complicated to play and master. I'm pretty sure last time I said Raiden was good in Eula teams, but apparently for free-to-plays it isn't actually that good. The other two quote-unquote meta teams are Hypercarry Raiden and Raiden National or Rational team, both of which are very powerful. Last but not least, we have Kokomi. She is an excellent healer, an amazing off-field hydro applicator for freeze, and electric charged, meaning she frees up Xingqiu for the other team. She works better with Ganyu than Xingqiu, a great driver for Beidou, Fischl, Xiangling. She has a hybrid role of healing and hydro application. She's used in Sukokomon. She can counteract corrosion and lets you face tank enemies in the abyss, something I missed last time. Thanks to Locust Rakuen for telling me this. Her weapons are very free to play, and she is a very good user of the 4-piece Dynasty of Melilith set, or the 4-piece Ocean Hued Clan. In my previous video, I said that healers were not in high demand, but the 2.5 livestream also announced a new enemy called the Shadowy Husk, which basically punishes the player for having a shield. Kokomi might be more and more valuable as MiHoYo tries to balance shields in future patches, so keep that in mind. Anyway, she requires a built team since she has a pretty low damage. Also, building Kokomi might be a bit weird since you'll probably get artifacts with 40 plus crit value when it's useless on Kokomi. What's crit value? Well, subscribe since I will make a video explaining that and what a good artifact is in the future. Her passive is pretty useless, but apart from that, not much has changed with Kokomi, but her value has definitely increased drastically since her release. As I mentioned before, she can be used in Sukokomon very well, and also she is a 2-in-1 character for freeze teams. For Constellations, Yae's Constellations are not known yet. Raiden's C1 to 3 are all really good, but C0 is more than usable, and Kokomi Constellations are generally pretty bad. So in conclusion, who do you pull for? Well, Raiden Shogun seems to be the most valuable character in this patch at the time of recording, since we don't know Yae's full potential yet. Picking up Sword Archon will definitely boost your account, and since everyone has Xiangling, you won't go wrong with choosing Raiden for your account. If you need Xingqiu on both teams for Abyss, Kokomi is a solid option. Sukokomon also looks very fun, and I feel like Kokomi will only get better in following patches. If you already have Kokomi and Raiden, and you don't want Constellations on them, getting Yae is not a bad choice. After all, waifu over meta, and if your waifu happens to be meta, then it's an absolute win. But if you're on edge about pulling for Yae, do wait a couple of days for people to review the characters and test them, in case they are not as good as you thought. Finally, do consider the fact that Kazuha, Ayaka, Yoimiya and Ayato are very likely to be featured on banners in the very near future, so obviously if you want those characters more, 2.5 might be a skip for you. Anyway, that's the end of this video. We are getting very close to 200 subscribers, so thank you all so much for that. It really motivates me to keep on making content and reassures me that my time spent on making these videos wasn't completely wasted. Like, sub, dislike, comment for the algorithm. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.